I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, and here are the top stories facing Rutherford County on your Rutherford Roundup for Friday, January the 31st, 2025. 3 Florida men have been arrested in connection with a multi-state organized retail theft ring targeting Sunclass Hut locations. Alexander Trulio Gomez, 48, Xavier Perez, age 52, and Lazaro Hecavarria, age 28, all from Miami, are accused of stealing over $1 million worth of eyewear. The Murfreesboro Police Department's Crime Data Analyst Unit, alongside multiple law enforcement agencies, tracked the suspects using license plate reader cameras and real-time crime center technology. The trio allegedly burglarized a Murfreesboro Sunglass Hut on January 26th, stealing over $284,000 in merchandise and nearly $2,000 in cash. Investigators identified a rented minivan used in the crimes and intercepted the suspects at a UPS store in Smyrna as they attempted to ship stolen goods to Miami. The suspects face charges including burglary, theft, and vandalism. A court hearing is scheduled for February 13th. And Rutherford County Mayor Joe Carr and Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland have unveiled a joint plan to address long-term solid waste management. The proposal includes managing waste on county-owned land near the landfill, utilizing a new $20 million transfer station. Mayor McFarland highlighted environmental concerns, including air and water pollution from the landfill, which has prompted a federal lawsuit against its owners for alleged Clean Air and Clean Water Act violations. The mayors emphasized the need for swift action to secure Rutherford County's waste independence as Middle Point Landfill nears capacity.
Expansion of Middle Point Landfill would be disastrous for our residents, our children, and our grandchildren.
Their plan focuses on reducing landfill use, exploring alternatives, and preventing outside waste from being dumped into the county. A Tennessee parolee with a lengthy criminal history has been rearrested, this time accused of trafficking a 17-year-old runaway girl for commercial sex acts. Torrance Lamont Cosby, age 48, was taken into custody late Tuesday night at a Nashville motel on Brick Church Pike. He faces charges including trafficking for commercial sex, gun possession by a convicted felon, and possession of a stolen pistol. The arrest followed a joint investigation by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, Department of Child Care Services, and Metro Nashville's Police Special Victims Unit. Authorities identified the victim through an online sex ad and located her at a North Nashville hotel. During the operation, a stolen handgun was found under the mattress in Cosby's room, along with several electronic devices. Cosby has multiple felony convictions dating back to the late 90s, including cocaine and robbery offenses. A parole violation warrant has been filed, and Cosby remains jailed at the Davidson County Detention Center. Rutherford County remains among Tennessee's top 10 counties with the lowest unemployment ranking, 9th with a 3% jobless rate as of December 2024. Smyrna leads the county with a 3% unemployment rate, though it saw a slight increase from November. Murfreesboro and Laverne also experienced small upticks, reaching 3.1%. Statewide, 23 counties reported lower unemployment rates, while 33 saw increases. Moore County recorded the lowest rate at 2.5%. Tennessee's overall unemployment rate rose slightly to 3.6% in December, but remains below the national average of 4.1%. Officials note that 2024 was a record year for Tennessee, with all-time low unemployment rates of 3% recorded in May, June, and July. Former Laverne Police Chief Burrell Calvin Davis II was arrested Wednesday night following a domestic incident in Murfreesboro. Davis, taken into custody without incident just before 7 p.m., faces multiple charges, including 4 counts of felony especially aggravated kidnapping, felony aggravated assault, and 2 counts of misdemeanor domestic assault, and 4 counts of misdemeanor interference with emergency calls. Murfreesboro Police PIO Larry Flowers confirmed the charges, noting the case remains under investigation. Davis is being held on a $145,000 bond, with a hearing scheduled for March 5th in Rutherford County General Sessions Court. And Murfreesboro police are investigating a 2-car crash on January 27th that claimed the life of 35-year-old Salvio Victor of Antioch and left a 5-year-old child in critical condition. The crash occurred on Middle Tennessee Boulevard between Park Avenue and Haley Road around 6:43 p.m. Victor, a passenger in a Mazda 6 sedan, was pronounced dead at the scene. The 5-year-old entrapped in the vehicle was extracted by Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue and transported to Vanderbilt Medical Center in very critical condition. The Mazda's female driver was also hospitalized and is in stable condition. The driver of the other vehicle, a Nissan Rogue, was taken to Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital and is reported stable. Investigators are working to determine if speed played a role in the crash, which occurred when the Rogue, traveling westbound, collided with the Mazda as it attempted to left turn. The impact forced the Mazda into a parked car in a nearby lot. The crash remains under investigation by the Murfreesboro Police Department's Fatal Accident Crash Team. The Murfreesboro Police Department's Real-Time Crime Center once again proved its effectiveness Wednesday night when a gunshot detection technology alerted officers to shots fired near 1315 Las Casas Pike. Officers were dispatched around 8 p.m., arriving on the scene before calls to the public began. The Murfreesboro Police PIO Larry Flowers confirmed no injuries were reported, though a vehicle was struck by a bullet. Witnesses reported multiple shots fired into the air. The quick response highlights the success of the Real-Time Crime Center, which has repeatedly directed officers to incidents requiring urgent attention. Authorities urge anyone with information to contact Murfreesboro Police at 615-893-1311 or Crime Stoppers at 615-893-7867 to remain anonymous. Tips leading to an arrest and conviction could result in a $1,000 cash reward. This investigation remains ongoing. The Tennessee Court of Criminal Appeals has affirmed the conviction of Marlos Lakeith Tipton, a Dyersburg resident, for vehicular homicide and speeding in a fatal 2022 crash on Interstate 40. The collision claimed the life of 34-year-old Maria Morales Ortango, who was traveling with her family from Texas to Lebanon, Tennessee, when the crash occurred near the 106-mile marker. Tipton, who was driving 101 miles per hour at the time, was found guilty in a bench trial. He appealed, arguing insufficient evidence and the denial of funding for a defense expert. The appeal court rejected his claims, upholding the convictions of a decision filed January 29, 2025. Tipton, age 49, is serving his sentence at the Hardman County Correctional Complex and is scheduled for release in 2036. That's all for now. For updates on these and more local news stories, be sure to check out WGNSradio.com or follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook as well as on X. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, and I'll talk to you later.